Hey, thanks for tuning in. 701 Ministries in the pipeline. My name is Jason. Just want to give everybody a little update of where we are in the pipeline right now. For the last month or so, I have taken a break from making pipelines and been really wrestling with what this is going to look like moving forward and the rest. And so I've been praying for some help and some support and some different things in what I needed. But before I could get that, I had to really put into words and really solidify what the vision of this is really going to be. I was really surprised at how many people have actually tuned in and wanted to watch it. I've had a few people tell me that they miss it, ask when I'm going to do another one. And if you're one of those people and you were wondering whether or not I was going to do another one, or you asked me that to do another one and you're lying about that, feel free to keep lying. It still makes me feel better about myself. But in this process, I've been trying to figure out what this is going to look like long term, and should I do it? And so I went back to when my wife and I had kind of brainstormed this idea back in February 12th and 13th. As a matter of fact, we were at a retreat for pastors, and it was kind of a training. And while we were there, our superintendent had shared his heart of when he drove out, he would drive past communities, and some of those communities had no representation of Christ at all, no churches, no nothing, that they were pretty dark areas for the idea of the gospel. And so my wife and I, we just really started putting pen to paper and really bouncing ideas off of each other and thinking about things. And that's where 701 Ministries came from, is this kind of an umbrella to be able to make a difference in our state, because 701 is the area code for North Dakota. And so my heart has been any of those communities that do not have a representative of Christ that is sharing the gospel with them more than anything. And it's really sad to me that we have so many people in so many places, but we don't have the courage, or we lack the know-how or the confidence to share the gospel with so many people. And so I was wrestling around with it, and I finally got geared up to really do this and to do the pipeline. And I really was hesitant in doing the YouTube aspect of it, doing it like this, like a pipeline, because it's not really ever been me. And it's still difficult for me to do because it's not the most comfortable thing. But I said, you know what, Lord, I'm going to get out of myself. I'm going to do this. And what really turned me about that is before that, I found myself in Isaiah, especially in 6:8, and an angel had come down to Isaiah and had taken an amber from the fire and placed it on his lips. And basically God had asked, who will I send? Who will go for us? And Isaiah says, I will go, Lord, send me. And that was his commission to the Lord, him selling out to do what God has asked him to do. And I feel like if every one of us that claim to believe in Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior would take the seriousness of the purpose each of us are given, which is to introduce people to Jesus and to help them follow him, man, so many more people would be coming to the Lord right now. But there are some of these areas that have no one. There's some of these areas, there's no one teaching, there's no one learning, there's no one reaching, there's no one offering. And the sacrificial offer from Jesus is for the whole world, but the debt's only paid for those who actually receive it. And most people don't know how to receive it. So us as Christians, we need to be offering that to people. But there's some places where there's nobody actually offering. So what I found in the pipeline is, through this avenue and this mode of a platform, it's given us an opportunity to pipeline Christ across North Dakota and anywhere that would have us. And I also figured out that it's very easy for things to distract you, to keep you from doing what God calls you to do in life. And I've had a lot of distractions lately, which is why I haven't made one in a little while. And so the Lord and I did a lot of wrestling here the last month or so, and I came to the realization that this is something that I know for a fact he wants me to do. And because this is what he wants me to do, I have a choice to accept or reject him in that obedience, and I've chosen to accept him. I'm going to do it. The hard part is that old cliche, if the devil can't make you bad, he'll make you busy, has rung true in my life so much lately and has made me really quite ineffective for Christ. And I think a lot of people have been the same way. We use the excuse, well, it's COVID and we're stuck in and out of homes and we can't go see people and we can't go here and we can't go there. Well, guess what? There have been people who have created this technology to allow us into people's homes, allow us into people's lives. We can now ride with them in their vehicles. We can be with them at the gym. And all of that aspect comes together because this is a platform that we can use to reach people for Christ. And it's not just for reaching those who are lost. I want to use it to encourage those who are believers in Christ already. I don't know if you noticed or not, but as you follow me along, I think you can probably gather that my life is always interesting because with a wife and 5 kids, I never have a lack of any material to be able to share. And today is really no different. I think this is the 6th time I've tried to record this today because every time I turn around, someone's noisy, someone drops someone asks me a question. It's just never ending to be able to get that taken care of. The difference is now I've made the choice that I'm going to chase after what the Lord has asked me to do. And so what I'm asking for is a little bit of help. What I need in help is I've surrounded myself with a handful of people who help keep me accountable, ask me how things are going, give me ideas to be able to do these. But we need to reach more people. And my wife gave me inspiration for this. She has been doing a morning devotional for quite a long time. And the one thing that's changed about that here recently is she's been praying about who God may be asking her to share that with. And so she'll pray and God will bring some people to mind, and then she will text or forward or email or pass on that particular devotion to that person. That's the kind of support I'm asking for here. If you don't feel comfortable in reaching people this way, if you don't feel comfortable in trying to grab a hold of the people around you to share a little something in encouragement or a little something in growth, then use this. I'm giving permission to everyone. Use this to send it on to whoever else needs it. Pray about it when you see it. If someone comes to mind you think can benefit for this, that Christ may have had a word for them, then just tag them in it and send it on. The other thing I'm asking for is YouTube will let us do more with this channel if I can increase my subscribers and my support in that. So I do post everything on Facebook as well and a few other spots, but YouTube is really where the basis of the platform is. So if you have not subscribed to 701 Ministries as a YouTube channel, I would ask that you would go and subscribe to that and then hit the notification button and it'll let you know anytime we have something new that comes out. So we're going to have a couple pipelines a week that will consistently flow and hopefully give you some inspiration in the Lord, give you a word that maybe will change your life for the day. Let God speak to you in different ways, and whether or not it would be a conviction, an encouragement, a rebuke, a correction, or maybe just the possibility to hear from the Lord that day. I appreciate all of those who have been supporting me at this point, and everyone who's helped encourage me to keep it going. And now I'm here to carry on because of that encouragement. So thank you all for tuning in, and look for the new pipelines coming down. See you then.